What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, reviewing today Just Cause 3. Meet Rico Rodriguez, a man with one very special talent. You can drop him in any country in the world and expect him to tear it apart from the inside within a matter of days. The target this time around is a lovely tropical paradise called Medici. An evil dictator has taken over, and now it's your job to make sure his brutal rule ends and everyone can live happily ever after. Apparently, the fastest way to accomplish this mission is to blow up everything on the entire continent using rockets, helicopters, and even nuclear strikes. While the pure destruction and utter chaos of annihilating bases is fun, it's hard to deny that this sandbox has its share of issues. Let's start off with what makes this game good. The land we get to play in is massive, and each area is populated with hundreds of unique cities, army stations, and even secret hideaways. All of these locations can be conquered and controlled if Rico goes inside and wipes out key landmarks. Some towns require that you cut communications, knock down some billboards, or just blow up a local statue, all to win the local people's approval. If you ever feel bad about walking into these peaceful neighborhoods and setting off bombs, don't worry about it. The head of the rebels said it's all for the greater good. Once you've successfully dominated an area, you unlock a series of mini-games that can be played in order to unlock new abilities. These special challenges basically amount to things like racing cars, using your wingsuit to fly through floating rings, or using a particular item to cause carnage. While these aren't extremely boring, it's weird that they're forced, and you're forced to do them over and over again if you ever want to unlock and upgrade your equipment. Since this gear is so amazing, it feels a little bit strange and out of place to be repeating basic tasks just to try and make it slightly better. During the course of the game, you're going to notice a lot of small tweaks and changes they've made to try and make Just Cause 3 better than its predecessors, but of all the new features, nothing is more awesome than the wingsuit. Using this device takes some practice, but once you get the hang of it, you can use it to dive deep into enemy bases before they can even prepare their defenses. Well, unless you get hit by an anti-air missile before you land. The other major new toy we've been given is the ability to connect any two objects with our grapple cord and pull them together. Most of the time this serves little purpose, but it is undeniably goofy to attach a tanker with an explosive barrel and pull the ripcord to see what happens. Just Cause 3 is really at its best when it's focusing on the destruction. Sneaking into an enemy airport to steal a military helicopter and using it to rain fire and death from above is extremely fun. Unfortunately, doing side quests to upgrade my flying ability in this helicopter is not quite so enjoyable. The moments for me that were the most memorable is when I would just get in a plane, fly in a random direction until I stumbled upon a base, maybe a small outpost, and slowly dismantle it in my own creative way. This is where the supply drop feature really comes in handy. Anything that exists at any base you've taken over can instantly be called to your location. If you're attacking one of these far out outposts and having trouble, you can bring down extra guns, ammunition, or even a fresh vehicle to bolster your forces. Sometimes the only thing more beautiful than the blazing infernos you've created are the backdrops behind them. From gorgeous deserts to shiny beaches to snowy mountains, every environment looks fantastic and it just begs you to find that next little secret. I'd go so far as to say the world itself has far more personality than the actual characters. Rico and his friends are flat, emotionless cliches that never have any sort of passion. They don't even seem to care if they win or lose this war. It just feels like this game is missing that key drive to keep you playing. Seeing a radio tower slowly fall over and explode is so cool to see, but by the 6th or 7th time you see it, you begin to wonder what the point is. Even the soldiers we're fighting against seem to have zero motivation. They calmly walk into the line of fire and shoot bullets that might as well be made out of mashed potatoes for all the damage they do. Even the toughest battles in the game are pretty much a joke. It seems like the developers were trying so hard to make this the biggest, most expansive game of all time, and what we ended up with was paper thin. Okay, so we've heard some good and some bad, but let's head over to the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving Just Cause 3 a 7 out of 10. If I had to sum up the entire experience of this game in one phrase, I'd put it like this: even the best action grows old when you're forced to repeat it. If you are a huge fan of open world games and want to ravage an entire continent, then you will have a lot of fun with this game. However, most people are probably going to get bored after the first 6 hours. Thanks so much for watching, gamers. This has been DreamcastGuy with another review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.